Hi, I'm Kevin Bond, and I'm your host on Center Stage, and I appreciate you being here today. My guest today is sure to be a delight to you. Her name is Damita Haddon. Right now, her record sits in the top 10 on Billboard. But not only that, she hails from Detroit. She's married to Dietrich, another one of your favorites. We're going to talk a little bit of that. We're going to talk about how she got into the industry as a background singer and moved through the industry. But also, we're going to talk about her passion. Her passion is for youth. Her passion is for ministry. And she's doing it on a high level. Come on, stay here with me on Center Stage Gospel. Hello, welcome to Center Stage. I'm sitting here with my guest, Damita Haddon. Welcome to Center Stage.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, you hail from Detroit.
Absolutely.
Detroit is full of singers. How did you cut through the melee of singers? I mean, we're talking the Winans. We're talking the Clark sisters. We're talking Aretha Franklin.
Thomas Whitfield.
James
Moore. Matty Moss. Witness.
Who's the guy that played the organ? Charles Nix.
Yes.
That whole snap.
Yes.
I mean, so many singers in Detroit. How did you come through that melee of singers?
I think I came through, I wouldn't say I came through, but I think that I was trained and mentored by a lot of them. I was able to sing in the Michigan State Choir up under the direction of Dr. Matty Moss Clark when she was alive.
Now, did she throw shoes at you?
She threw bags of peanuts.
Oh.
And she said she would give you $1 if you would sing.
So did she escalate the shoes?
Yeah, she did. She would escalate. It was levels that she went to.
So it started with the peanuts?
It started with peanuts.
Now, we talking like peanut...
Little bags,
like
little small bags,
bags or
even just a
bags?
peanut. You know, she would tell you, I'll give you $1 if you would sing, and then she would move on.
Now, she ate peanuts in rehearsal?
Well, no.
She wouldn't let you chew gum, but she could eat peanuts?
You couldn't do any of that, but she was a genius. But I worked with
so
a lot
State,
of
who
them.
else?
Yeah, Michigan State. I even sang background for Aretha Franklin for about 3 years. Yeah.
So you up there doing
Chain of Food, chain.
Wow.
I think the borderline came when it was like the hurts like hell kind of stuff, and I was like, no, you can't. So yeah, so I kind of
Pink Cadillac?
No,
okay,
we didn't. No.
That was Rudy Stansfield. Was he playing with Aretha?
No, it was Daryl Houston.
Daryl Houston
was playing at the time.
So Michigan State, Aretha Franklin. What else? Did you work with Thomas Whitfield?
No, but went on the road with like the Clark sisters and Pastor Rance Allen.
Okay.
And was
Jay Moss used to sing background for them as well.
Yes.
Were you singing with him?
No, we actually traveled with a gospel play back then, Mama Don't, and so I co-starred in that. So I was able to travel with them with that play, along with working with a lot with the Winans and commission and that kind of stuff. Was able, run into the same circle, go to the musicals, and hear them all over at what was that, Bailey's Cathedral.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Oh yeah. Now many people don't know that first of all, when I heard your name, I was like, this is a very interesting name. But then once I read through a little bit of your bio, we found out that you were a twin.
Yeah.
So there's Margarita and Damita.
Identical.
Now, who's the oldest?
Margarita's the oldest, 1 minute, by 1 minute.
By 1 minute.
Yeah.
Identical.
Identical. Twins. So if she came in here now dressed like me and I walked out the room, you wouldn't know the difference.
Are you serious? Did you all play the game?
Oh, yeah.
At school?
Oh, yes.
Everywhere?
We switched classes.
You gotta be kidding.
We got busted, though, because her teacher called her name, and I didn't respond.
Oh.
I delayed, and I forgot.
You broke the code.
I did.
You broke the code.
I did. I mean, well, I'm the baby sister, so, I mean,
You got away with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Now, is she also musical?
She is. She sings, she writes, she produces, and that's really what our forte is. I love to arrange. I love to do background. I love to do background vocals, love to arrange harmony.
Well, why haven't we ever worked on a background session together?
I don't know, because a lot of people just, they don't know. They're used to just me doing background singing. But I love to arrange and write and all that kind of stuff.
I got you. I got you. Now, the two of you started a group, Adoration and Praise.
Yes.
Back in the 90s.
Yeah, back in the early 90s. Really, we started from teenagers before we graduated out of high school, Adoration and Praise. We would just sing in local churches in the city, all over the city. And then after we graduated out of high school, the group kind of changed a little bit from what it was when we were like 13 and 14 years old. It was 3. It started off with 3, but recording it was 4. Me, my twin sister Margarita, a girl named Pam. Pam Taylor, and Sean out of Philadelphia.
Okay. Now, are those young ladies still doing ministry?
Pam is still singing. She does a lot of, her and one of the other members after the recording, Dodie, they formed a girls group called Pam and Dodie.
Yeah, I remember those.
And then Margarita, she still does stuff. You'll see her on Martha Muniz singing Lexi. She does a lot of background vocals for them, as well as writing for a lot of R&B and secular and local groups in the city.
So how was it, though, when your career started to take off? You know,
it was hard for me because coming out of the transition from Adoration and Praise into a solo project was like a death process for me, because that was something, Adoration and Praise was something that me and my sister put together. So yeah, so it was like I cried. It was like, you know, it was a mourning process.
You missed the girls.
I missed them, and I still miss
doing.
Yeah, just being with girls, not being by yourself. I'm used to being with groups, and I like to be in the background and kind of hide and support and be able to sing whatever note I want to. And
but when did you know that you had the goods to even be able to step forth and do that? Because most people, I find, we kind of stumble into it. I
think it was at church, singing in the church choir. I joined Dietrich's, my husband's church, at a young age, and when I really started singing, they started calling me to do solos, you know, with the choir, and that's when I was like, hey, people kind of shouting and they're acting a fool, and just people being blessed, and and all of a sudden I started standing on my own. And
so did your confidence level?
It did.
Kind of go to another place?
It did, because with Adoration and Praise, I was scared. My voice would shake. They would laugh at me. They would laugh when I would do leads, but with the church choir, it made me comfortable. It made me stand out. It made me get bold, and then I just started seeing things. We kind of started like just growing apart and growing as individuals. And so when that thing kind of splattered, I kind of said, okay, I got to keep doing something.
Well, I always tell people, though, they come up to me asking me, how do I break in? I say, you got to bloom where you're planted.
There you go.
Start right where you are.
There you go. And the praise team,
is the best way.
That's right. Praise team, in the choir.
Now, I'm still a little cautious about that praise team. That's the coveted position. That's that one mic in my hand, and, but I make people go through a 6-month process, honestly.
I don't blame you.
You got to go through a 6-month trial process.
I like that.
To make sure that you're also dedicated to first the ministry.
There you go.
And your walk, because the praise team is that front line.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to come back. We're going to take a quick break, and I want you to stay with us. In the meantime, we're going to keep talking about the Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons that still have not made it to the playoff in a long time. They keep getting knocked out, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We'll be right back.
Whatever.
Center Stage with Damita Haddon.